Let's fight! Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you from around the world. Let's fight! Let's fight! Let's fight! Who vex? Good to see each and every one of you, wherever around the world you're joining this program in the ring from. It's our privilege to have each and every one of you, whether you're a ringsider, whether you're a jagabat, whether you're a trench crappo, we are tremendously privileged to have each and every one of you join our humble program in the ring. Good to see so many of you already queuing up, ringside, front row seat, filling up already. Again, welcome to each and every one of you. Those of you who are joining us on Twitter, those of you who are joining us via YouTube, those of you who are joining us on Facebook, a very good evening to each and every one of you. Y'all know yourselves. We don't have to identify names. Y'all know yourselves already. But as you come into the program this evening, as you join our broadcast, we ask that you share the live stream. You got it right, folks. And we want to see those emojis as well. Wilton Blue, Janet Edwards, Sion Quintin, Idris Williams, Angeli Abrams, Dennis London Welshman, Veronica Primo Rollins. Good to see each and every one of you, like Lynette Joseph, Karen Thorne, Alvin Prince, Wendy Stevens. My God, so many of you, Shelley DeRitter, Barbara Vaughn, William Kosher, Tia Pompey, Dennis Mitchell, all of you beautiful, fantastic folks. It is our privilege to have all of you in the ring with us this evening. And we always say, guys, this program is only what it is because of you guys, because of each and every one of you. We don't know about you guys, but we are ready for the fight card. We are fired up, Karen Thorne. We are ready to go, Don Raymond, Wilton Blue. We are good to go. Mr. Fordyce, Richard Fordyce, Prophet Siabru. Good to see, is it Tommy Lynn, Yearwood Ben, Nikita Phillips, Sharmalas, Simeon Carter. Good to see you, Maud Oliver, and all you other fantastic, beautiful people out there on social media. Welcome in the ring, folks. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. We trust that you guys have had a wonderful day. You put in the work with integrity, with character, with good values, folks. You have endeavored to do your best out there, and we trust you got your just reward for that, folks. There is something about hard work that pays off in the end, and we are really happy that so many of you are putting in the hard work, and you all have our flag flying very high. You all have the Caribbean flag flying very high. You have the flag of your respective countries flying very high, and we're tremendously proud of that. We fired up here, Natisha Barker, Marcia Griffith, Iban Lamy, Leonard Fraser. We are fired up here, guys, and we are ready to go. And we always say it is only because of you guys. You guys, you beautiful, fantastic people who show up night after night, program after program, and help us along, folks. You are the energy. You are the impetus. You are the wind beneath our wings. And it is because of you, folks, that we do this. We got that symbiotic relationship. We feed off of your energy, folks. Don Granham Phillips and Joy Wong and Patricia Kisoon, Faith 49. It is you guys who provide all of the energy. Natisha Barker. It is you guys, Dorian Cook and Angela Jordan, who buoy us along hour after hour, day after day, week after week, month after month, folks. Pace and power, we said. In 2021, the train has left the station. Ain't nobody holding we back. Onika Brahma. Ain't nobody holding us back. Ali Khan. Good to see you, Ali Khan. Good to see you there. Laverne Cameron. And all the other fantastic folks like Donna Levan, Tamara Isaacs, Paulette Hawk Kippins, Paul D'Angelo, and all you other wonderful, beautiful, fantastic folks. Donna Liverpool, we see you there. Come on down. Lidrick. Candy, come on down. Good to see all of you. Sam Vanderstop, Vanessa Hackett. Good to see you guys. How is it out there? How is it out there? We see some of y'all writing stuff. We see those comments. Good to see each and every one of you guys. It is our privilege. it is our distinct privilege to be with each and every one of you tonight. Share the live stream wherever is the front row seat for you. Wherever you paid for the ticket, share the live stream, guys. Share the live stream. And we want to see those emojis as well. We don't know about you guys, but we are excited, fired up, ready to head for the fight card. Emily Durant, Kesh Sharma, Smo Williams, and all of you other beautiful, fantastic folks. If you missed the train, you show up late. You show up late, you're gonna miss something. We are fired up, guys, and we are ready to go. We're starting internationally with some wonderful international news that all of us can celebrate, especially people of color. You know, when we go forward and not always want, ask anybody living in the Caribbean region as we go forward in North America, can always want people of color. All of us are one, and we got a lot to celebrate. A lot to celebrate. Some international news, folks, as we begin tonight. Around the world, welcome in the ring. Whether you're joining us on Twitter, you're joining us on Facebook, you're joining us on YouTube, whichever social network you're joining us on. Very soon, we're on TikTok Live. Very soon, we're on Instagram Live. We're working on that. Share the live stream as you come, however. Wherever you're picking us up from, share that link too. You can share it back to WhatsApp. Folks, watch us right from the WhatsApp app because you have that link there, and you can watch us live right from that app. Good to see each and every one of you. And guys, we want to see those emojis. Picking up some news from around the world. Maya Angelou has become the first Black woman to appear on a U.S. quarter. We don't have perhaps a good reference point in places like Guyana on what a quarter is, but that is half of a dollar. Well, you cut a half in half. A quarter, folks. A quarter, folks. That is what it is. That is what it is. And she becomes the first Black woman. Of course, you know, Maya Angelou is a renowned world poet, and made us feel as people of color so proud of ourselves. Made us feel phenomenal about who we are, whether woman or man. You know, you had phenomenal woman, and she made us men feel equally phenomenal. Oh yes, oh yes. It was the sass in her steps. It was that acclamy of the written and spoken word for Maya Angelou, folks. And so the late great poet certainly would have been proud in her lifetime, having accomplished this feat, and to her friends and family and the international community that loved her. We could all walk a little higher, because, you know, this is a tremendous accomplishment. First Black woman, Maya Angelou, who is now appearing on the U.S. quarter. Should we all be so lucky, guys? Should we all be so lucky in our lifetimes? In our lifetime, Andrea Davis and Glennis Mingoburn, Roberta Ray, and all you other fantastic folks, Alison Glasgow and Alia Waldron. Should we all be so lucky? Moving along, folks. To all the trench crappos and the jagabat, the program dedicated to you. To all the trench crappos and the jagabats, y'all know yourself. Who vex? Marlon Thomas. They know themselves, the trench crappos, the jagabats. Nicole Cole, Commissioner, Respect and Manners. Good to see you. Brentley Edwards, Gwyneth Jones, Deborah Halley, Sandra Foster, Derek Willis. Good to see you guys. Respect and Manners. The program dedicated to all the jagabats and the trench crappos. Who vex? Who vex lose? If you're thin skin, if you're emotionally distressed, that's your business. Seek medical help and you can get looked after. You're going to get the attention you need. To all the jagabats and the trench crappos, this program is dedicated to you. Folks, if you got a jagabat in your life, identify them. If you got a jagabat in your life you're dealing with, identify them by name, or a trench crapo. Some people vex, you know, with being called a trench crapo. Well, you could call him a land crapo, maybe a tree crapo, I don't know, a grass crapo. You might have to, you might got to tweak it a little bit. You might got to tweak it a little bit. Leonard Joseph, Father Mike, Chanel Willis. Good to see all of you guys. Kim Walker and all you other fantastic folks joining us on the live stream. The jagabats and the trench crappos got big problems, big issues. These guys got some really big issues. But we can fix them. We can sort them out. You know when you catch a crap, you say, got a salty back, Salt the back. Right? Salt the back. More pressure. More pressure. Pressure does bust pipe. Pressure does bust pipe. Right? The old people said, took it a step forward. They said, pressures make water go uphill. Pressure does make water go uphill. And we can carry this installed regime. We can make them go uphill. Watch and see. Uphill for them folks. Moving on the fight card, guys. Signs of the times. Signs of the times indeed, folks. Look what happened quite recently. A man died after being impaled in Eccles. Impaled by metal rods. There was an opening on the pavement and he's riding along his merry way. Didn't see that opening there and plunged into that opening in the pavement down below and got impaled with a metal rod. Signs of the times, guy. Lost his life tragically in what they're calling a freak accident. Now, lots of folks out there were calling on the company that left that hole there on the pavement to take responsibility and to compensate this family. And now the installed regime through Minister, I think it is the Bishop, as you know him, to take responsibility. They have come out saying that it is not the company, it is not the problem of any company. But there was an accident according to these guys, and that hole was left. That gaping hole was left in the pavement there. But then it's the ministry's fault. It is the ministry has to stand responsible because they had the responsibility to fix that problem. And now this man, in what should not have been a life-altering and life-changing moment, going along the pavement, falls into this hole in the pavement and is impaled, folks, is impaled there. This is the country under these jagabats, guys. This is this country under these jagabats. Sherwin Madison and Onessa Wardeen, Deborah Halley and Ibn Lamy, Carol Braffett. Our thoughts and our prayers here go to his family. What a horrific way to die. The administration saying it's not the fault of the company that prepared that area. So whose fault it is? You tell me this man just lost his life and no one is held responsible? You can walking along a pavement, riding along the road, you meet your demise like this and nobody's responsible. It's just sorry and somebody bury you and you're gone. We don't think that's how the way this country should operate at all. At all. And so as we get more information about this, we are going to get that information to you guys. Coming up, we're going to have MP Ronald Cox with us. We're going to be reflecting on that issue there we spoke about last night with that parent that lost that child in Babaruma to COVID-19, denied the most basic human dignity and respect. Some transportation to ferry his child from the hospital to the cemetery. And we're going to be talking with MP Ronald Cox about that issue coming up, guys. But as regards this fellow that lost his life, our thoughts and our prayers go out to his family. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to his family and the community that I'm sure that love them there. Thoughts and prayers. Guyana's not a real place. Guyana is not a real place. Sharma Kwana Mingo, Father Mike, Gwenna Jones, Michelle Jacobs, Derek Fernand. This is not a real place. And instance after instance, we point out, we show you guys why we believe this country is not a real place. Instance after instance. And we're going to continue to do that. We are going to continue to do precisely that. Precisely that. So here is this piece of news. This piece of information. Magistrate Alex Moore, just today, one of his judgments were brought into sharp criticism. Very, very sharp criticism. As one judge said that his ruling, the magistrate's ruling on a particular cocaine bust case in which he granted bail to 2 men who were found to be trafficking in over 1,000 pounds of cocaine. That decision was irrational. Justice Kissoon said that. Irrational and erroneous were two of the words that were used in that instance there regarding Justice Alex Moore, Magistrate Alex Moore decision in granting bail in that 1,000+ pound cocaine bus. Guyana is not a real place, folks. Guyana is not a real place. It just, boggles the mind sometimes to think that if all of these judgments are a challenge, what the High Court might say. What the High Court might say in these instances, folks. But these cases got to be challenged. These cases have got to be challenged. They cannot go unchallenged at all. How else are you going to know what is happening? How else would we know exactly what is happening there if the cases aren't challenged? This one was challenged. And again, because on the face of it, it flouted so many norms judicially. And now I'm certain that the magistrate's career could be in jeopardy. I'm certain by this. And again, his judgment was called into question by a High Court Judge, Justice Kissoon, who handed down the judgment this afternoon, saying that the magistrate in this instance, his judgment in this case was erroneous and it was irrational, among other things. This is the country we live in, folks. This is the justice system that ordinary men and women got to operate in. You get a little ounce of cocaine, right? You would see the hefty bail or bail denied. Bail denied. A little quart, a little 2 gram, a little half gram. And 2, I think they were foreign nationals with 1,000 pounds of cocaine trafficking. And they were placed on bail. And so this is the end result of that. This is the end result of that, folks. This is the end result of that. Moving along. $1 million bail for the SWAT constable, the SWAT team member, Sherwin Peters, who we told you just last evening was charged for murdering Orrin Boston, that Essequibo businessman, in his bedroom, unarmed. And the SWAT team found nothing illegal on their premises. He was swiftly passed through the court system today after being charged and placed on $1 million bail. $1 million bail. That matter comes up for hearing early in February. $1 million bail. Sherwin Peters has been identified. 32-year-old gentleman, a member of the SWAT team, has been identified as a man who pulled the trigger, ending the life of Orrin Peters. Guys, this is the country we're living in, where life is cheap, dirt cheap in this country. Trudy Facey and Gerald, Woodless, Paula Sandra Forrester, Cycling Earl. Life is much too cheap in this country, and we hope that justice is done. And this young man's family, or in Boston, can find closure. We are tremendously sorry, because this issue of this SWAT team member is going to cause his own family a lot of heartache and pain. But justice has to be done. Justice has to be done. That being said, folks, again, moving along in the fight car this evening. So glad to see so many of you on the live stream this evening. So many of you are part of the program, as we said, as you come on. Share the live stream. You guys know our mantra by now. You guys know our refrains by rote. Karen Thorne and Glennis Mingo Byrne and the Honorable Brian Lindy and Laverne Cameron. All you fantastic folks. Let's turn our attention now frontally focus on the Jagabats. So trench crappers, step aside. We want to focus on some Jagabats. Because just like how bats operate in the dark, that's what them boys carry me, Back to basics. That is where those boys are taking us tonight, Morna Monroe, Lindsley Alves and Diane Graves Andy, Gwyneth Jones and Spurry Lee. Back to basics. Back to where the bats are most comfortable. So let's focus on the Jagabats then. We got a lot of Jagabats. You all know some of them. Call the name, the man. Call some of the names for us, the man. Ricardo Rodriguez. Call the name of your Jagabats, though. Sherwin McCourt. You know some Jagabats? Call them out, though. Hashtag some of the Jagabats that we know. Don Barnes, Abigail Uthleen Passad, and Morna Monroe, Jamal Aziz. Call some of the names of the Jagabats, you all know, the man. So the installed Prime Minister Mark Phillips is powerless. He is powerless. He ain't got energy. Mark Phillips is not even low energy. He's no energy. No energy, Mark Phillips. Charles Pilou from Atlanta, Georgia. We know y'all got power in Atlanta, Georgia. It's different here. We different. The installed Prime Minister, Mark Phillips, this Jagabat, has no power. He powerless. And they got us powerless. Folks, since these guys took over, August 2nd, 2020, it's confusion powder. Every sector under their watch, under their stewardship, have gone from bad to worse. We go in search of good news in this government. But oh God, they snatch bad news from the jaws of good news. Things will be going good. And then boops. One of them talk. One of them act. And it's confusion powder. It's purgatory. Phillips powerless. Phillips is powerless. And we're going to articulate for you guys why and how Phillips powerless. We're going to articulate for you guys. We coming down. We coming down, folks. We coming down. Right? And by the end of the program, you're going to understand firsthand why it's a good night to all, except Mark Phillips, the installed Prime Minister. A good night to all, except Mark Phillips. Because not only he powerless, he's trying to proselyte us. He's trying to convert us now. He's trying to indoctrinate us into powerlessness. But we ain't taking it. We're not taking it. You can take it. But we ain't taking powerlessness. We're not agreeing to that. We're not just rolling over. A good night to all, except Mark Phillips. A good night to Kurt Heidekan, Emily Durant, Tony Hack, Winston Kilkenny, Volmay Wilson, Myrtle Hines, Shawnat Sicharan Mohan, Winston Kilkenny, Bernadette. Good night to all of you, except the installed Prime Minister, Mark Phillips. Chandra Vorwin, good night to you. Ravi, did I see that? Or Ranjiv, the names go by so fast, guys. Apologies if we don't call. We don't intend to miss anybody, you know. You're gonna scrolling back up now, trying to see who we miss. We won't miss nobody. A good night to all, except Phillips. Folks, share the live stream. And we want to see those emojis as well. Except. A good night to all, except. Well, here what's happening. We there. We see them boys telling me now, in the 21st century, this is the 14th day of January 2022. And this installed regime, in under 20 months, they managed to break up the Garden of Eden power plant. And now they're telling us they're shutting down the Garden of Eden power plant because they fear an impending disaster. That is their fear. An impending disaster, one of explosions. And so they are shutting down the Garden of Eden power plant. And we're going to lose 46.5 megawatts of power. He powerless. And he won't convert us. So you know what this is telling us, folks? Blackouts. Synonymous with this install regime, blackouts are coming. Blackouts are on the horizons. And they have said to us in a release that it could take days to repair what is happening there at the Garden of Eden GPL power plant. It could take weeks or it could take months. Blackouts are back better than ever before, longer than ever before. This install regime fired the current CEO of GPL, Baradindial, in the last dispensation in government. Now they come back install, and the man that they fire, they have brought back to manage the power sector, and they expect different results than they had the last time. Exactly who Baradindial is to GPL is exactly who Says Narayan is to Gaisuko. They open back a sugar estate yet? Have they brought a quarter pound of sugar to profitability in 20 months since they're back? With all of their hot talk, all of their oil and gas stock, more gas than oil? Have they opened one sugar estate back? Have they brought a quarter pound of sugar from all the tons we are producing far below our production capacity? But tons nonetheless, have they, we ain't going to tonnage, have they brought a quarter pound of sugar to profitability since they're back? Well, that is exactly who Dindial is to the power sector. And so now, instead of giving you more power, they are removing 46.5 megawatts of power from the system. The PPP come back, folks. And you know, every time they're back, it is always degradation. It is always recession. They're boasting the economy is about to double what was projected for the gross domestic product. And with that, food prices doubling too. Hard times upon us. So it's hard times, and we can't see where we're going in the hard times because it's blackout to compound on that. And it's just in 14th day of 2022. Them boys come back. How else can we put it for you? Catfish and team come back. Right? You see, if it was an electric eel, problems might be solved, but it's a catfish. So you guys understand where we're heading this evening with this kind of operation. Catfish in retail, catfish in bauxite. And folks, that is where we are. Moving on. Moving on in the fight card. Spotted. This is becoming one of our favorite sections. Folks, we spot some of our insiders today online. And we spot some of the comments. We can get some of the comments of the same blackout situation that the PPP bringing back. We spot some of the comments, folks. And we feel the love of our insiders. We feel the love of them. They ain't easy. You guys ain't easy at all. But that's why we love you guys. And that is why we guard you all so jealously. That is why we guard you all so jealously, guys. So we spot some of our insiders. And we want to give them a shout out tonight. Respect and manners to your insiders. Folks, we are not responsible for some of the comments you're about to read. By any means. But we want to give a shout out to some of our insiders and say respect and manners. We respect you guys, you know. We always say you guys are the heart and soul of this program. Chisong Henry and Jem Van Veel, Ainsley Ben Morgan, Sporry Lee, Vanessa Calendar, Samantha Ali, All of you fantastic people. It's the heart and soul. So we spot some of the ringsiders, guys. Look some of the comments. Eldon Kendall Harvey. He said, I just pick up my ticket for in the ring tonight. It should be epic. Let's fight. Respect and manners to Eldon Kendall Harvey. Respect and manners. He just pick up the ticket. We happy that people buying the ticket early. We happy that people buying the ticket early. Folks, share the live stream for us. And we want to see all of those emojis as well, guys. We love those emojis. We spot another ringsider. Stephen Hopkinson. Stephen said, I answered my phone this morning. The caller said, hey, you trench crapo, you jagabat. Stephen replied, you talking to me? And he'll giddy up. Here's where else you start now. I answered my phone this morning. The caller said, hey, you trench crapo, hey, you jagabat. Oh, Father, help in this country. Respect and manners to Stephen Hopkinson. Respect and manners. We love you ringsiders, you know. We love your passion, pace and power in 2022. We spot another ringsiders. Psalmist Dylan. He said, I will be sitting with my foot flat and a zinger box in front of me to watch in the ring tonight. He got his zinger box, he foot flat. Respect and manners to Psalmist Dylan. Respect and manners, people. Respect and manners. We spot another one. Trevor Melville Pollard. Why in the ring and start yet? Some of y'all disrespectful, you know. Some of y'all disrespectful. I waiting here patiently. Sporry Lee, Kirk Heineken, Laverne Lincott. Some of them disrespectful. Some of them disrespectful. Why in the ring and start yet? Here's story now. Strictly low blow tonight. We ringing it hard tonight. Trench crappos and jagabat licks like peas. Anetta Tins. Is it Tins? T-Y-N-D-S. Tins. Strictly low blow tonight. Trench crappos and jagabats licks like peas. This is according to another ringsider. Anetta. Everything double in 2022. The double in the GDP according to them. And the double in the food prices. Now, Anetta got double names. One other thing is this. Another ringsider. Trevor Melville Pollard. When Sherwin said, it's not what you are called, but it's what you answer to. I felt sorry for Anil. When he said, it's not what you called, but it's what you answer to. I felt sorry to Anil. Folks, respect and manners to all we ringsiders. Respect and manners. Another one. Again, the psalmist. Samson done, you know. Psalmist Dylan. Is anybody else ever see 8,000 views on one page? And over 2,000 each on 3 other pages? Respect and manners again. And then this was the donor. Folks, this was the donor. This one had me for hours. So if I say my ex is a trench crapo and call his name Jerome, I'll get arrested? Jerome the trench crapo. Folks, y'all read this one? This is the final one, I promise. So if I say my ex is a trench crapo and his name is Jerome, I'll get arrested? Jerome the trench crapo. Jerome, my brother, our only thought, my brother. Jerome. It's not about Janelle. It's about Jerome. It's not what you call Jerome. It's what you answer to. Take it from me. It's not what people call you. It's what you answer to. Folks, y'all know y'all have some jagabats too, you know. Y'all know y'all got some jagabats in your life. Respect and manners to all the ringsiders. Y'all know y'all got some jagabats. Jerome the jagabat. Jerome the jagabat. I hope Jerome got COVID though. Folks, COVID surging locally. Jerome the jagabat. COVID surging locally on us. Jerome will be the most famous jagabat in this country. You and the other one rivaling each other. Anil. You and Anil rivaling each other. The most famous jagabats. Jerome and Anil. Respect and manners. Respect and manners. So COVID surgeon. Is the Jagabats controlling it, you know? The Jagabats controlling and the trench crappos in charge of the health sector. Alistair Greenwich is them. Jagabats and trench crappos. That is why COVID surging, folks. And according to our dashboard, we got 865. 865 new cases of COVID-19. 6 deaths. Yep. It's 1,081 deaths now under this install regime. And now the one give me permanent blackout. So we don't see how they're killing we out. Also the discolor water, COVID, Delta, Omicron. Prices high in this country. Everything for kill we out. 8,995 active cases. Active. And we are well over 45,000 confirmed COVID-19 cases locally. Them boys come back. Them boys come back. That's what we deal with in this country, you know, guys. This is what we deal with. 865 new cases of COVID-19. And Frank telling us everything under control. Don't worry about it. Kamala Hussein, Diane Graves, Andy, Cecile Ogle. Don't worry about it. Jerome the Jagabat. Don't worry about it. Everything will be well. I'm certain Jerome frightened this evening. Besides being the most famous Jagabat. Or one of the most famous, infamous Jagabats. 865 just today. Just today, folks. That's where we're going, you know. That is where this country going. That's how that man lost his son. His 1-year-old son. And we're going to be talking to the Honorable MP, Ronald Cox, in just a minute about that situation there and the general situation in Mabaroom and that region. We're going to be talking to the MP in just a second, folks. But moving along, respect and manners, folks. To this other person, respect and manners to all of you for what you do. Respect and manners to each and every one of you. But to this next person, folks, respect and manners. Too many of our women, you know, are our unsung heroes. Too many of our women go above and beyond. Show such fortitude, testicular fortitude and otherwise, and go unnoticed. But this other person here, guys, respect and manners. Full respect and manners. I was trying to make sure that I got the notes queued up. Respect and manners. For these guys that go above and beyond. Look, this other situation here. Krisha Pompey, yesterday, gave birth in a taxi outside the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. She was refused medical attention by a private institution. Yep. Folks, y'all think this country easy? Y'all think this country under these Jagabats easy? This young woman outside the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. And I can pick up some of the information from Starbucks News. My notes seem to be loading slow. It says a young mother who was denied access to deliver her baby at a private hospital yesterday gave birth in a taxi outside the Georgetown Public Hospital accident and emergency unit. Why she wasn't in the hospital at Georgetown is another story. Neither did they call the name of the private hospital that denied her entry. I think the name is pronounced Krisha or Kersha Pompey, also called Rita. She's 21 of Craig Street, Camberville, and gave birth to a daughter. I think it's, let me see, how should I pronounce this? Also starting with K. It looks to me like Kaisia, KssaiyA, Kaisia Pompey. Apologies if my pronunciation is off. Krisha Pompey gave birth to Kaisia Pompey, right? In a taxi, in a hired car, at 10:57 in a hired car, in the compound of the hospital, but outside the actual hospital, outside the building, but in the compound of the hospital. Right? And this is according to the hospital's public relations officer, one Jailal. Brings me to wonder where is the young lady who used to be the PRO there, like, get rid of she too. You know, let's fire you quick. So Jailal is now the public relations officer. That's another story we have to follow up. He told Sabak News that the delivery was done with the aid of a hospital attendant and a team of 5 doctors who managed to successfully deliver the child, weighing 200 kilograms. Sorry, 3 kilograms, 200 grams. Apologies there. Respect and manners to this mother, folks. Respect and manners to Krisha. Respect and manners. That is how women doing it, you know, denied entry to private hospital. I think Sabak News owes us who the private hospital is. You know, they owe us that. Who this private hospital is and why. This was the result. Why this was the result. Respect and manners, nevertheless. To Karisha, if that's the pronunciation, respect and manners in a taxi. Respect and manners to her, her whole family, and all the women out there. Respect and manners to y'all. Respect and manners. You know, but to that private hospital, Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. That being said, folks, let's head to the main event this evening. I want to welcome my guest. I think he's with us. Member of Parliament, Ronald Cox. And we're talking this evening for a little bit upon that situation there in Mabaruma, where that parent lost the life of their child to COVID-19 and the authorities there. So while one family, the Pompeys, are celebrating the arrival of this newborn, difficult circumstances, but a life nonetheless to be celebrated. I hope we have the visuals for MP Cox. We'll be able to see him. While we are celebrating that, a family in Mabaruma is mourning this evening. Mourning this evening because of the loss of this child. Right? MP Cox, do we have your video? I think we have him in the green room. But when we have him via video, remains to be seen. MP Cox, are you with us? Let me add him to the live stream and see if we're going to have him. MP, are you with us?
Hi, Sherrod. Good evening.
Good evening, MP. How are you doing?
Sherrod, I am well. I'm well. I was hoping to be at home so that I can join you with video via my laptop computer, but I'm joining you on my mobile cell phone.
Go right ahead. We'll take it how we can get it. Go right ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Sherrod. Good evening to you, and good evening to all your...
Go right ahead, MP.
You're having me on your round. I think it's his first time I'm in the ring, so thank you very much, Sherrod.
Talk to us about this COVID situation in Mabaruma and that general region there, and then in particular about the loss of this child.
Well, my understanding is that the family was in isolation there in Mabaruma, and the child subsequently passed. And they were at the mortuary awaiting, they said, transportation. The authorities promised them that transportation will be provided since early morning. So they were there waiting all morning until afternoon, and they became frustrated and decided, well, they're no longer going to wait because nobody's giving them an update to say, well, the vehicle will be coming in the next 10 minutes or so. And so after waiting for hours, they decided we walk all the way to the burial ground. And so that's what they did. And personally, when I saw the pictures myself, I felt really, really sad. That's like, for me, the relatives were hit twice. I
Yeah.
saw a comment where someone said, um, it's like piercing you through your heart 2 times. And so that's very sad. And that's exactly what the parents and relatives went through yesterday. The
And
situation in Region 1, Mabruma, with regards to COVID-19, I learned that there are several cases there, and persons are not experiencing the best treatment in the isolation facility there. Doctors are not turning up to check them as they should. There are even persons in isolation at home. Um, One of them met out to me yesterday, last evening, to be exact, to say that they were promised a visit by the hospital, and after days in isolation, they're yet to receive any of those visits from doctors.
wow, wow, simply wow. And this is the healthcare system under this installed administration, and they come and tell us again that they care about you, they care about us, they care about what is happening. They care. That's what they're gonna come and tell us. And because how should people be thinking now? I mean, like, is there any retreat to safety? From the conditions, we got Omicron. They said the Delta might be here with us, and they said this Omicron has flu-like symptoms. You think you have any flu, but it's COVID. What is the message to the people of Region 1 and this country, really and truly?
Well, Sharon, generally uh, the message is so stay indoors. Um, Make sure if you have to go outside is absolutely necessary, and you maintain all the protocol, which is sanitization, wearing of the
Yep, yep,
mask, and
yep.
all of that. That's the message that we should be sending. I'm not sure if that's the message that is being sent by the present administration, though, because I saw the Minister of Education, the Ministry of Education, that should be on their Facebook page saying um, priority now is to keep schools open. I saw that on their page. So I am confused. How can priority be to open schools when we are in a pandemic and the situation is totally out of control? Priority should be keeping teachers and students safe while opening school strategically. That should be priority, not keeping schools open.
And because are you satisfied that in Region 1, the schools are adhering to or can adhere to the social distancing guidelines and wearing a mask and so on? I saw a student, I think from Tugville or one of those schools in Region 4 here in the city in particular, writing saying that their school is packed to capacity. That's shocking.
That is shocking, Cheryl, indeed. And Region 1, Mabruma, to be specific, is no stranger to such scenario. We have classes with 2 students sitting in one bench. And so those students are not more than 2 feet apart. So I question whether the protocol has changed, whether the 6 feet apart or the 3 meters apart has changed. I even contacted the Assistant Chief Education Officer with responsibility for hinterland development to question him on that. He did not say yes or no, it has changed, but he said it's up to the school's administration to decide based on the numbers of students, based on the availability of furniture, to make the call. But I don't think that is what's happening in Region 1. We are being dictated by some of the officers within the region because parents were asking one bench, and so you have 25
Mhm.
students in a class. You have 2 classes next to each other with one board separating the 2 classes. So you have 50 students in one environment closely together at one given time.
Wow, wow. That is sad indeed. Final thoughts to the people in Region 1 at this time and to this nation on where we're heading.
Well, it's sad to say that we are heading for the worst. I don't see us getting back any better really soon unless something really, really miraculous happen. And so my encouragement to all Guyanese is to remain safe, adhere to all the COVID protocols, and ensure that if they are not yet vaccinated, well, go out and get the vaccines. We are not against vaccination, so we encourage them to take that vaccine. I want to mention one scenario here, though. I was also informed that the refrigerating system in Mabruma, the regional hospital, which contains the vaccines, was
Mhm.
left without electricity for a number of hours over the weekend. And
Wow.
so we are not sure if those vaccines are valid anymore because the refrigeration system should not exceed, I think, 12 or 8. That's the normal, that's the reading. And at any time the vaccines are exposed to higher temperature than that, then they are being killed. So if you take the vaccine, it's like taking nothing. It's not valid anymore.
Yeah,
So
the efficacy.
we're skeptical now whether to go to the Mabrum Hospital to take vaccines, those who have not yet done so, because they're not sure if they've been given the best vaccine or vaccines
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
valid.
This
So
install regime got to address that.
exactly, I'm calling on the Minister of Health to address that situation. I don't know if the report has met him as yet, but I also want the regional health officer in charge of Region 1 there to get his act together and address these issues. I haven't seen him quite often being the person responsible for health in the region. I can't recall seeing or hearing anything with regards to this situation. So that is a concern for us in Region 1, and I trust that those vaccines, once they were exposed to higher temperature that they should not be exposed to, that they are discarded and new vaccines are sourced for the people of Region 1.
Fantastic, fantastic. MP Ronald Cox, representing Region 1, they represent the people of this country widely and largely. Thanks for being part of our program this evening.
Thank you, Shara. Thank you for having me. I want to apologize to your viewers for not joining via camera, but nevertheless, thank you very much, and I wish them all the best. And keep safe, remain safe.
Thanks very much, MP Cox. Thanks very much. I am certain we are going to forgive you. That being said, folks,
Thank you.
that's our program. Where does this hour go? Where does this hour go, guys? Where does this hour go? We don't know where the hour goes. It's just fly out. It's just fly out. But it's a good night to all, except Blackout in Mabaruma. You know, Blackout coming to Garden of Eden there. Blackout coming to the East Bank. Blackout coming to this country. A good night to all, except it's back to basics, then, boy, Karen we. It's back to basics. That's where they're taking this country. And you and I will have decisions to make very shortly about the Jagabats and the trench crappos. Decisions will have to be made shortly, folks. It's back to basics. They're taking us. Yep. Not so. Laverne Harry Chiran, Patricia Kissoon, Sandra Davis. It's not so. A good night to all, except the rubber stamp. Good night to all, except that's where we are, folks. And as MP Cox says, social distance, wear your mask, sanitize, practice all the COVID-19 protocols that are in place for your health and your safety, that of your friends, family, and loved ones, folks. That's our program today. The carry back to basics, folks. And before we go, I'd have you know, guys, we need your help. We're in legal waters, and we need your help. We need your help. We need the help of each and every one. We can't lie, guys. We need your help to keep our programs going, to help us with these legal issues we are now faced with. And you guys know we have several platforms available. We've always depended on you. You've always come through for us. And we've always been grateful for that. And the Cash App platform is $, in the ring 592. Again, at the Cash App platform, it's $, in the ring 592. At PayPal, it's in the ring 592 at gmail.com. At PayPal, in the ring 592 at gmail.com. MMG, that's the local Cash App, 627-6963, 627-6963 via MMG. We're available via Western Union for the old-timers, the fundamentalists. We're available via MoneyGram as well, Western Union MoneyGram, MMG, Cash App, PayPal, folks. And we're gonna have Zelle for you guys very, very short. As a matter of fact, I think I should be able to share a Zelle number with you very, very shortly, guys. We'll be able to share a Zelle number with you so that you can partner with us. That being said, folks, the carry back to basics. Come on board and partner with us. Come on board. A good night to all. Except, folks, except it's basics to carry back to, you know. It's basics.
I went to public utilities. Went to public utilities and tell them disconnect them facilities. Cause me want them. I tried to contact the ombudsman, but never in office. Are going to file me an injunction on public service. Cause every time a heavy rain fall, by me don't have no current at all. They spoil my TV, they spoil my fridge. They nearly kill me with low voltage. Now before they make me a lunatic, I'm going back to basic. I'm going and get a flambeau and lamp with a wick. I'm going back to basic.
Is that a carry, folks? Back to basics tonight. A good night to each and every one of you. Come on board and partner with us, folks. You know, we've been good stewards. Come on board and partner with us. We need your help, folks. We got to prep for the legal battle coming up, and we need your help. We have several platforms available. We told you that. We need your help. We got Cash App, we got the MMG, we got the PayPal, we got available via Western Union, via MoneyGram. You need some direction, you need some guidance. Our WhatsApp number, 627-6963. A good night to all, except. Share the live stream, guys, and we want to see those emojis as well. Share the live stream, and we want to see the emojis. Idris Williams, Dalit Asana, Richard Fordyce, Audrey Ward, Penelope. We want to see those emojis. It's basics to carry back to, guys. Have a fantastic evening as we go over and out. That's our time.
I went to public utilities and tell them disconnect them facilities. Cause me want them. I tried to contact the ombudsman, but never in office.